I caught my fiancée cheating on me the day before our wedding, and now she's desperately begging for forgiveness. She must have noticed me staring at her during the party because she kept glancing in my direction. After a long internal struggle, I finally approached her. I've always struggled with weight, it runs in my family, and I've been overweight since childhood. In the past, many girls rejected me, laughing in my face when I tried to pursue them, so I expected nothing different from Mia. She was stunningly beautiful, and I assumed she'd either ignore me or pretend I didn't exist. But she surprised me. She spoke to me politely, and we ended up talking all evening, having a great time. For the first time in years, I felt good about myself. We clicked instantly, exchanged contacts, and I called her as soon as I got home. From then on, we started dating regularly, going out for meals, and our bond grew stronger. Over time, I realized Mia wasn't like other girls her age. She was kind, witty, and intelligent. I'd been drawn to more than just her looks from the start. Her humor and intellect stood out. Few girls had given me a chance for multiple dates, but Mia was generous in that regard. I've always valued intelligence. I disliked people with no ambitions or life plans, and Mia had it all. She'd just graduated college, was actively job hunting, and took interviews seriously. I admired her drive. Before her, my only serious relationship was in high school, and we broke up not because I couldn't commit but because she wanted more than just love from a bookish guy. So meeting someone like Mia felt like a victory. 3 months after graduation, she still hadn't found work. She moved out of her dorm and crashed with a friend, but living there became unbearable. Her parents cut her off financially after graduation, making it clear she was on her own. Her friend was messy and often brought her boyfriend over, making the one-bedroom apartment feel suffocating. Mia said the environment was crushing her mentally, so I offered to let her stay with me. Though I was early in my IT career, my salary was decent, enough to support us both without her contributing. We lived in a spacious one-bedroom, and I covered rent, bills, and groceries without complaint. I loved her and didn't mind spending on her. Blind love, I guess. Our relationship was smooth, with few major fights. Mia handled chores, dishes, laundry, groceries, and satisfied me in bed. She was incredible at it, and I cherished every moment. Before we got serious, she'd told me about her college ex and how poorly he'd treated her. I promised her I'd be a gentleman and kept my word. I've never had anger issues or raised a hand to anyone, especially a woman, so she was safe with me. I've also never cheated and never would. My job was 60% remote, 40% office, so we spent plenty of time together. I wanted full transparency, so I set rules. We'd always share where we were going, who we were with, and what we were doing. I did this to show her I was serious and had nothing to hide. As we grew closer, we introduced each other to our parents and eventually met each other's closest friends. I didn't have a best friend, but Mia did. Hers was Andrea, and they hung out constantly. Mia and Andrea had been college roommates, but their paths diverged. Unlike Mia, Andrea worked as a manager at a big store and lived comfortably with her 2 self-sufficient sisters. Andrea claimed Mia could have worked there too but refused, wanting a corporate job instead. I think Mia just got used to me providing for her, though I never said it. Andrea often teased her, calling her spoiled, but Mia defended herself, saying she'd worked multiple jobs in her youth and deserved a break. I was happy to give her that breather. I took pride in caring for her. One evening, we celebrated my promotion at a fancy restaurant when Mia suddenly asked, "What if we got married?" I froze. I'd thought about proposing but wasn't fully ready yet. I said we'd marry when the time was right, and she smiled. Honestly, I wanted Mia to establish her career first. I've always wanted a family, and after meeting her, I envisioned our future together. I even bought an engagement ring but waited for her to land a stable job. Somehow, she found it in my closet, and to avoid drama, I proposed earlier than planned. When Mia told Andrea, her reaction was more shock than joy. Not the happy kind, but the "are you serious?" kind. I expected more enthusiasm, especially since she was supposed to be the maid of honor. Her forced smile tipped me off. I knew her well enough to spot a fake one. I got the feeling Andrea didn't approve. I'd noticed her being overly friendly before. Once, when Mia left to make snacks, Andrea hinted that Mia wasn't who she seemed. I played dumb, asking what she meant, and she said, "You'll figure it out eventually." She was drunk, so I brushed it off. Soon, we started wedding planning. Mia dreamed of a grand ceremony with all her friends and family, but that wasn't what I wanted. First, it was way beyond my budget since she wasn't contributing. Second, I believed life after marriage mattered more. I wanted kids almost immediately, meaning we'd need a bigger place and more expenses. Though Mia had reasons for wanting a lavish wedding, I was firmly against it. She claimed she wanted the perfect wedding, but we both knew it wasn't feasible. Unexpectedly, she landed a job a few months before the wedding. I'd told her I couldn't afford her dream dress or bridesmaid outfits, so she decided to earn the money herself. Her practicality impressed me, and I hoped she'd keep building her career post-wedding. I also expected her to help with wedding costs, but she didn't. In the end, I paid for the venue, cake, and everything else alone. 2 weeks before the wedding, Andrea started texting me more often, asking if I slept well or messaging while shopping with Mia. In person, though, she acted distant, likely to avoid suspicion. Eventually, I told her to stop, it was going too far. I didn't want to ruin things with Mia or disrupt wedding prep by exposing their friendship. Deep down, I thought Andrea was either trying to seduce me or talk me out of marrying Mia. The night before Mia's bachelorette party, I finally understood why Andrea had been so persistent. I was drinking with friends when she called, saying she had something to show me. Reluctant at first, I went after she mentioned Mia and a familiar name. With a friend in tow, I headed to their hotel room. Andrea waited outside, dropped a bombshell, and when I opened the door, my heart stopped. I heard muffled moans before even entering. Gripping the doorknob, I stepped inside and nearly passed out. Mia was on top of another man. At first, I thought it was a stripper, but when she saw me, she scrambled off, panicking, clutching a sheet. Andrea had already told me it was Mia's college ex. I couldn't believe it. Tears streamed down my face as I turned and walked out without a word. My friend was just as stunned, trying to console me, but I shut him down. As I left, I heard Mia scream at Andrea, "You ruined everything." I had it perfect. Andrea shot back, "I warned you, he deserved better. You wanted to have your cake and eat it too." I didn't look back. The betrayal crushed me. Andrea chased after me, but I slammed the door in her face. I drank until I blacked out. The next morning, I woke up to missed calls from Mia and others. When I left my room, Mia stood there in her wedding dress, pitifully asking why I wasn't ready. Enraged, I shoved her away and announced the wedding was off. Everyone froze. My parents were horrified. No one understood after all the money and effort spent. Too devastated to explain, I locked myself in my room. Mia faked a faint when pressed for answers. After sobering up, I packed my things and left, sending a group apology text before turning off my phone. A week later, I still couldn't process the betrayal. First update. Hey everyone, thanks for your comments, they mean a lot. Some asked why I didn't vet Mia's past earlier. Honestly, I was naive. Early on, I casually asked a friend's sister about her, but they weren't close in college, so I got no red flags. As for Mia, I saw her yesterday. She's furious I left her at the altar. Hilarious, right? She ignored her own actions and painted me as the villain, telling her parents I canceled due to drunkenness. She's now claiming we can still fix things, despite admitting she'd been seeing her ex our entire relationship. Her excuse? I was too busy with work. That shattered me further. I worked hard for us. Now she's begging to reschedule the wedding to save face, after one half-hearted apology. It's clear she never loved me. I kicked her out, changed the locks, and met Andrea to thank her for saving me. She revealed Mia had been funneling my money to her ex and using gym time to meet him, with Andrea covering for her. I'm gutted but resolved. No wedding. We'll meet soon to sort her belongings. More updates later. Second update. Sorry for the delay. 3 weeks ago, Mia dropped another bombshell. When I firmly ended things, she sneered, "You think canceling the wedding will land you someone better? No woman wants a fat guy like you. You're lucky someone like me even gave you a chance." That cut deep, coming from someone who'd claimed to love me. It confirmed she'd used me all along. I blocked her everywhere, even her parents, after telling them the truth. Then, a week later, an unknown number called, Mia, apologizing, asking to start fresh. When I demanded she speak then, she dropped another lie. "I'm pregnant." "It's yours." I laughed, called it an early April Fool's joke, and hung up. She kept calling, so I blocked that number too. Turns out her ex dumped her when he realized he couldn't mooch off her anymore, so she tried pinning the baby on me. She's since harassed me with burner numbers. 2 days ago, she showed up unannounced while Andrea was over. Mia attacked her, accusing us of cheating behind her back. I had to call the police and filed a restraining order yesterday. Now she's jobless, possibly pregnant, and alone. As for Andrea and me, there's nothing there. She checks in occasionally, but I'm focused on healing. Mia got what she deserved. Thanks for your support. Any advice is welcome.